All right, let's jump right in. Welcome to this explainer, powered by Assignment on Click. Today, we're going to tackle something we all dread, the utter chaos of messy data. And we're going to conquer it using KNIME. Look, we've all been there, right? Staring blankly at some massive spreadsheet that's just overflowing with errors, missing values, and totally irrelevant junk. It's incredibly overwhelming. Frankly, it's a huge time sink when you really just need to get straight to the insights. So, instead of drowning in those endless rows and columns, we're going to break down exactly how you can use KNIME to seamlessly filter, sort, and transform all that chaos into pristine, actionable business intelligence. Let's do this. Brought to you by Assignment on Click, here's our roadmap for this session. We'll start off by taming your raw data, move into filtering with KNIME nodes, explore some advanced rule-based logic, and then sort data for maximum impact. After that, we'll build a complete KNIME workflow, and finally wrap up with avoiding common data mistakes. Section 1. Taming your raw data, or as we like to call it, the panning for gold phase. You know, raw data almost never arrives in perfect condition. It's usually full of metaphorical river dirt. Think canceled orders, inactive accounts, blank records, completely fragmented rows, the whole shebang. If you try to run an analysis on that unrefined mess, yeah, your results are going to be completely skewed, which leads to, well, terrible business decisions. But through targeted filtering, we actually wash away all that dirt to extract the pure gold. This focused data is what gives you accurate insights and crystal clear reports. It basically empowers decision makers to make hyper-focused choices without getting completely distracted by irrelevant noise. Moving right along to Section 2, filtering with KNIME nodes, or washing away the dirt. So, in KNIME, instead of writing these incredibly complex formulas that end up hidden, and let's be real, usually forgotten in tiny spreadsheet cells, we use intuitive visual nodes. The fundamental tool here is the row filter node. It's a basic node that either includes or excludes rows based entirely on the single column's condition. It takes your input table, checks every single row against a specific rule you've set, and only sends the perfectly matching rows straight to the output table. It totally frees us from relying on clunky, breakable spreadsheet formulas. Honestly, it's going to become your absolute best friend for simple, focused data cleaning. Let's look at a highly practical example. It's a classic problem, really. You're trying to figure out exactly what your current customers are buying, only to realize that inactive and canceled rows are secretly dragging down your accuracy behind the scenes. We start with input data featuring customer IDs, regions, and crucially, different statuses. We've got active, inactive, and canceled customers all mixed together in one big pile. This completely muddles our analysis, making it pretty much impossible to spot the real trends. So the key here is setting the right condition. Inside the row filter node, we just configure it to look at the status column and tell it, hey, only keep rows where the customer status strictly equals active. What we're doing is telling KNIME to automatically and instantaneously wash away anything that doesn't meet that exact standard. When you compare that to manually highlighting and deleting rows in a massive spreadsheet, well, this automated filtering is literally a game changer for your workflow efficiency. And boom, just like that, the output table is washed perfectly clean. The noise, totally gone. The inactive and canceled rows have completely vanished, leaving us with a highly focused, perfectly accurate dataset containing only our active London customer. By making the dataset smaller and hyper-relevant, your subsequent analysis isn't just infinitely easier to interpret, it's so much easier to confidently defend to your team and stakeholders when you're presenting your findings. All right, Section 3, Advanced Rule-Based Logic. This is where we get into precision filtering. Now, the basic row filter is fantastic for simple tasks, but what if our underlying business question needs far more complex, precise logic? Well, that's where the rule-based row filter node really shines. This node handles the intricate, multi-layered logic that a simple, single-column filter just can't manage. And you know what I genuinely love about this approach? It makes your highly specific business logic perfectly visible right inside the workflow, instead of leaving it hopelessly buried in some random cell formula somewhere. It lets you confidently combine multiple conditions across completely different columns, all at the exact same time. The syntax here is actually really interesting. Look at how it elegantly combines two entirely different conditions. Region equals London, and profit is greater than 200 evaluates to true. We aren't just isolating our view by geography, and we aren't just filtering by financial metrics. We're actually fusing them together into a single, powerful rule. This perfectly ensures we only pass through highly profitable orders coming specifically out of London. Although, keep in mind, a tiny mistake, like a misspelled column name or a missing quotation mark, can completely alter your results. So always take a quick second to double-check your syntax for sure.
Moving on to Section 4, sorting data for impact. Because once we've panned out our valuable gold nuggets, we really need to organize them.
This is exactly where the sorter node steps up to the plate. Filtering removes the irrelevant data, sure, but sorting? Sorting takes the amazing data you have left and arranges it for maximum impact. You can effortlessly sort in ascending order, like A to Z or lowest to highest, or descending order to see the biggest numbers right at the top. The sorter node essentially guarantees that crucial patterns, high-value financial trends, and urgent operational priorities become instantly, absolutely obvious to whoever is reviewing your final executive report.
Let's bring this all together in Section 5, the complete KNIME workflow. We'll be looking at a sales performance review.
Let's ground all these abstract concepts in a real-world scenario. Imagine our sales manager comes to us with a very specific, high-pressure question. How do we find completed orders with sales above 1,000 and quickly sort them to see the highest profit right at the top? They want to immediately review high-value transactions from a massive, totally unwieldy monthly data set. They absolutely do not have the time to sift through canceled or low-value orders, and they need this done fast.
By following a highly structured 5-step process, we can flawlessly answer that exact question. First, we pull in the raw data file. Second, the basic row filter washes away the mud by keeping only the completed orders. Third, we apply the rule filter to isolate and keep only the rows where sales are strictly greater than 1,000. Fourth, we drop in the sorter node to arrange that profit metric in descending order. And finally, step 5, we export this beautifully clean, executive-ready report directly to an Excel file. This right here is the true power of KNIME. Every single step is totally transparent, relentlessly logical, and incredibly easy to follow.
And by focusing strictly on sales over this 1,000 threshold, management gets exactly what they asked for. They receive vastly cleaner evidence, a significantly faster turnaround on their analyses, and a report that boldly highlights their priority cases right at the very top of the page. And honestly, the best part is the repeatability. Next month, when a massive new dataset drops on your desk, you absolutely do not start from scratch. You just run this exact same workflow again with a single click. Talk about a massive time saver.
Almost at the finish line, Section 6, avoiding common data mistakes and the pitfalls to watch out for.
Now, filtering and sorting are conceptually pretty straightforward, but it's really easy to get overconfident, and small errors can quickly cascade into massive reporting failures. Let's look at some common traps. For instance, diving straight into filtering before taking a quick second to actually inspect your underlying data structure? Classic mistake. So is accidentally grabbing the wrong column, like mixing up your order date and your delivery date, but pay very special attention to accidentally confusing the include and exclude settings in the row filter. Doing that will literally give you the exact opposite of what you want. Also, definitely beware of completely ignoring missing values, since a blank record might trigger an unexpected exclusion and totally ruin your counts.
Which brings us to the ultimate sanity check always. Ask yourself, wait, did my filter suddenly remove way too many rows? After you run a node, make it a solid habit to quickly glance at the output table. If your row count unexpectedly drops to 0, or you just lost half your massive data set when you definitely shouldn't have, your underlying logic condition is highly likely to be flawed. Catching that right away saves you from the total embarrassment of presenting completely wrong data to your boss later on.
Mastering these workflows absolutely takes time, and having authoritative guidance is vital to leveling up your skills. What I really appreciate about Assignment on Click, who powered this explainer, is that they don't just help you randomly complete a task. They ensure you truly grasp why a specific node is being used and how to intelligently structure your analysis so you can confidently and independently apply it time and time again in your own career.
We're going to leave you with this final, provocative thought to help guide your ongoing analysis journey. Clean input leads to clearer output, and clearer output leads to vastly better decisions. So, take a hard look at your own spreadsheets today and ask yourself, is your data currently a muddy river, or is it pure gold? Thank you so much for joining us for this explainer, and full credit goes to Assignment on Click for powering this session. Keep analyzing, keep exploring, and we'll see you next time.